I'm Kelly Yang, and many of you guys know me for the Front Desk series. I'm super excited to talk to you about The Take, my adult debut novel. This book is about three things. It is about aging, it is about power, and it is about finding the courage, the resilience to keep going when you've been duped by a dream. So first, let's talk about aging. I have a very complicated relationship with aging. I have never been the right age at the right time. I came to this country when I was 6 years old with my parents. I could speak no English. We had no money. My parents and I got this job working in a motel, which meant I had to manage the front desk and convince everyone that I was not an 8-year-old, but just a very small Asian lady. Then when I was 13, I made the ridiculous decision to go to college early and law school at 17. I didn't realize when I did that my age would forever be a point of hyperfixation for people and judgment and fascination and unwanted attention from professors and classmates. Society is obsessed with judging women, especially when it comes to age. And the whole time I was going through that, I was thinking, oh man, what would it be like if I was older? Like, would people take me just a little bit more seriously? So that's where the idea of a deal between an older woman and a younger woman to exchange blood comes from, which, by the way, is based on research out of Harvard on rats, and it's already being experimented with by tech bros in Silicon Valley, because, of course. I read those articles and I thought, what would happen if an older woman wanted to pay a younger woman for her youth? It'd have to be a lot of money, of course. But I mean, I don't know, I probably would have done it. This brings me to the second part, power. Just because someone has the power and money to take someone's youth, and there's a willing donor, what is it like sitting there week after week, getting to know this person who's also a woman, really bonding with them, seeing yourself in them, getting to know their lives, mentoring them, while also exploiting them in this unspeakable way? I wanted to explore the awkwardness of all that. How do you sort that out in your mind? How do you even explain it to yourself every night? And conversely, if you're the younger person, how do you hang on to the core of your identity, your dignity? Are there any parts of you that can't be taken, and where do you draw the line? And I say this as someone who's watched my parents get the life sucked out of them every single day by their employers growing up. In their pursuit of the American dream, which turned out to be a nightmare, they got completely exploited. Every part of them was taken, even their sleep. Literally, my dad was not allowed to sleep for 5 years. And that brings me to the third and most important thing that I hope people get out of this book, which is, how do you keep going when you've been duped by a dream? In my life, I have been duped by 3 dreams. One is following my parents to America and being told that I could live in a big house and eat a ton of hamburgers, neither of which came true. We did not have a house, and the hamburgers, although they were decent, were tiny, and we had to share them. The second is the dream that if I worked hard enough and got into the right schools, that I would finally make it. That's not what happened for me. I'm not going to talk about the details of how my life got derailed while I was in law school, which you can read about in Parachutes. But let's just say that my Harvard dream didn't exactly work out the way I planned. I got duped. And thirdly, the third dream was when they wanted to make Front Desk, my debut novel, into a movie. Sadly, my Hollywood dream did not work out and actually turned into an incredibly traumatic nightmare of an experience, which inspired a lot of the scenes in The Take. There's so much rage from all these experiences, you guys. But the thing that I'm grateful for about going through them, the thing that I've learned, is that they made me figure out that I'm an incredibly strong person. Every time I've been duped or dealt a bad card or found myself in a terrifying situation where I'm like, this is not what I imagined at all. How did I get here? I find a way to keep going. I find a way to hang on to my values, my truth. I find a way to hang on to the thing about me that cannot be bought, cannot be taken, and cannot be erased. And that is what I hope all readers get out of this book. I think it's a story we all need, especially in this day and age. Thank you.